Hello, and thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry-Royce, and welcome to Positive Power 21 Network, where you get your positive on. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Positive Power 21.org, Internet Radio.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for joining us on Jerry-Royce Show, and welcome to Positive Power 21. I am the voice of Jerry-Royce, and when it's all positive, it's all power. That's Positive Power 21. And today's sponsor, Power 21 Gold corporate sponsor, is the Resume Guy at www.career-image.com. So if you have a raggedy resume, call the Resume Guy. You can Google him. His name is Reggie, and he'd be happy to help you. He has some wonderful testimonies. So if you're kind of a little hesitant about, passing your buck to somebody to write your resume, to know what they're doing, believe me, that guy knows what he's doing. All right. We have Fast Tech Solutions, one of our sponsors from the beginning of time for us. This guy can rebuild and install your computer network infrastructure and install a wireless home system. He does security from home and business. And if you have a raggedy, broken down system and need some upgrade, you can ship it to him. And he's located here in the Maryland area. So give him a call, and that's on our website. That's Fast Tech Solutions. And also, and that's .net, fasttechsolutions.net. Also, everybody, we're having a big conference, and Positive Power is part of it on the second day, which will be June 13th and 14th. We're going to be podcasting there. No, my bad. We're going to be there on Friday the 13th. Whoa, I usually don't do the road like that. I'm going to have to revisit that one. But anyway, REI Heritage Tours is sponsoring, one of the sponsors of the Harriet Tubman Underground Conference. The Underground Railroad Museum is involved. Book authors from around the country are involved. There's a big national park being established for Harriet Tubman. I think they have contributed $17 million to build this memorial for her, and it's going to be state of the art. So we have to be part of this. So get down there and get your buses loaded and take everybody down to Cambridge, Maryland. That's where a lot of our history. Have you ever heard of the Rat Brown episode on Race Street when there was a big riot and he said, "Burn, baby, burn"? Well, that's where everything happened at, right there in Cambridge. Okay, and also we want to thank our other sponsor, Lori Williams, and we're pushing her CDs on our site. She's a jazz vocalist from the D.C. area. Beautiful voice. She's been receiving awards up and down the East Coast. Even her students are receiving awards, so you have to check her out. Also, we have Synovia Alexander. She has a book being released through True Glory Publications, and she's just been releasing books left and right, and she does urban literature. And her book, I think she released this month, is called Love Me to Death and Ghetto Love, and I thought I saw something new being released. I think she's trying to release 7 books, and she is the writing machine. Also, we want to say hello to the book divas on tour with Intrigue Publishing. They out of the D.C. area, so if you're looking for a place to submit your manuscript, check out Austin Camacho. He's one of the owners of Intrigue Publishing, and right now they're pushing Sandra B. Swangen book, Let Me Just Say This, which will be released in August. And her co-partners that's going to be on the road with her, and they're turning up the East Coast right now. Anything that's in driving distance of the DMV, you got K.R. Ray. She just received a write-up in USA Today on her trilogy of The True Colors, and she released the book, I think, sometime in August. I thought she said August, but maybe it's sometime this year. But she's pushing the trilogy right now, and soon to be working on some other projects. Also, their partner in crime is Dee Lawrence. She has a book called Gotta Let It Go, and it's a very interesting book, so you better check it out. And also, if you go out to Positive Power 21, we're going to be featuring a number of artists, and one of our favorite artists that we've been featuring for this month is Tamika Newhouse, and she has about 5 books on our site. The Ultimate No-No, Kisses Don't Lie, The Ultimate No-No 4, Illness. I can't even read that. It's too small. But anyway, check her out. And also we have Synovia book out there too. Synovia Alexander with Silent Cries 5, and He Loves Me to Death. He Loves Me to Death, I think it's 2, and Silent Cries 5, Ghetto Love 2. Yeah, all of them out there. Check it out. All right. Appreciate you guys checking out our sponsors. They've been getting some hits to their site, and they're very grateful for you checking them out. And that's all they ask, for you to check them out. You don't always impulse buy on everybody, but just check them out and refer them to a friend. All right, on today's show, we'd like to welcome our good friend from Facebook. Her name is VANESSA Santiago-JERMAN. She, on her biography on Amazon, says, "I am a mother, an author, a wife. I love to write poetry, children's books, and inspirational blogs about life, love, and self-esteem. I have been writing since the age of 8 years old and have 2 books on Amazon, Love, Thoughts, and Poems, and Harlem's Day Out. I love writing for children and the youth. Please follow my work as I have much more to share with youth in this year and the future." And let's welcome VANESSA to the show. How are you tonight, VANESSA?
Hi, Jerry. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. I know we've been struggling trying to get you on here. I say, when it's hard to get somebody on my show, that means there's something great going to happen with that person. So I'm going to claim that.
I'm claiming it as well.
All right. So all is well on the home front?
Definitely. All is well. How's everything with you?
Oh, everything's going beautiful. I'm just having a good old time meeting you guys online and then getting y'all on the show and find out, how you guys are doing what you're doing, which I think is so fantastic. I just love the internet. And I was so glad we was able to, connect with you. So before we get the show started, can you tell the audience a little bit about your background and how you got started in writing?
Okay. Well, like you said, Jerry, I've been writing since 8 years old. I've always enjoyed writing. And how I got here today is because of, back then when I was 8 years old, picking up that pen and that paper and just, writing out my thoughts, my dreams, poetry, anything you can think of, I was writing it. So basically, I'm just writing because I find joy in writing, and I find joy in writing for other people.
Good. That is all right. That's one thing I could never do. I always had a lot of stories in my head, but I just didn't know how to get it started. I'm a slow writer, I'm a slow reader, but I'm a fast talker. But everybody can't have all the gifts, right?
There you go. You got the gift of voice.
That's right. That's what they've been telling me. Mm-hmm. I might have to change my Facebook page. They're out there messing with me. So anyway, I like your website. You have a website called busybbeeboutique.com.
Yes, busybbeeboutique.webs.com.
Oh, well, okay. You know what? That thing grayed out on me for some reason when I switched it over to my other monitor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it there. busybbeeboutique.webs.com. And that website is gorgeous. I love that book cover. She has a photo gallery. She has blogs. She has a web store. Okay, what you selling on your web store?
Well, I'm selling my book, of course, Harlem's Day Out. But in addition to that, I also design Converse sneakers for children and adults. Wow. Yeah, so I kind of, do my thing with that, and I make tutus for children. Children really inspire me to do a lot of crafty things.
Yes. Wow, I'm looking at a pair of custom Converse. They are beautiful. Wow. So what have you just buy them wholesale or you buy them? I mean, how does it work?
Well, basically, when someone wants to place an order, I provide the sneakers. I do the design. They can inspire the design by letting me know what they like or what they're looking for, or they can just give me all creative rights to that, and I can just go ahead and bling out or, design a pair of Converse with, my own creativity. And I get a lot of good reviews on them. People really love them.
Wow, they are beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. I wish I had some little kids. Wow. My kids, they just straight up in the Jordans now.
Oh, KD, that's right.
Katie's, LeBron. Basically those are the only three they really want to wear. But my son he liked Shaq's shoe for some reason.
You
yeah,
but the
those?
boys is hard. Yeah, the boys is really hard because they want them, sneakers just like the basketball players and stuff like that. But the little girls, they love the custom Converse. It's unique, it's their own, and no one else is walking around with the same sneaker on their feet.
Wow. So how do you market your book and your sneakers? Because this is one of the things we like to talk about on the show is because everybody has that creativity in them. They want to know how to market it. The internet is so mysterious.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How are you making it work?
Well, honestly, I guess I would say the good old-fashioned way, word of mouth. I get my customers, they go out there and they talk for me. My work shows for itself. I use a lot of Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff, Twitter. I use all of that stuff, and basically I get the word out. And usually my customers are very good because they always recommend other customers to me.
Good, right? Because they see their kid, somebody see that child, say, wow, where you get that at?
Yeah.
You got to get it online. Now you're in New York City. Now, are you at the festivals, like flea markets, any place like that where people can find you?
Well, I'm just now basically getting this book out, and this is my first children's book, but it's the first of the series, the Harlem Dream Series. So there's going to be about 7 books, 6 to follow this one. I live actually in Pennsylvania, so I'm from New York, born and raised in New York City, but I'm in Pennsylvania now. This is where I reside, and I'm doing some little flea markets, some little street fairs out here in the Pocono area. Yeah, that's what I have planned for now.
Oh, you're in the Pocono area.
Oh yeah, I'm out in the Poconos, definitely.
Great, wow. Are you familiar with Charnel Williams?
Oh, yes, that's my friend. Shout out Charnel Williams. Just purchase her book and give her a little shout out. What do a mother do?
That's right. Learn her to death. She's so funny. I had her on the show. She's cracking me up. She is so full of life now.
Yes, she is.
I'm sorry I can't make her event. She's the only one I know giving all this stuff, but I can't get there. It takes us too long to get to the Poconos. It's 2 ways to get there, and both drives are long. I was like, can we fly there or something? But it's a beautiful, beautiful country.
Yes, it's nice out here. It's really nice out here.
It is. So what drove you guys to the Pocono area?
Well, we have a timeshare out here, my husband and I, and we used to come out here basically 2-3 times a year and enjoy our timeshare, and we kind of loved it so much in the peacefulness of out here that we decided to move out here.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was a better place, for raising our children and stuff like that. They're all grown now, so, but, it's done its job.
So they gone?
They're not gone, but they're finished school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're finished school. Yeah.
Good. Wow. Now, I've always wondered, what would somebody do in the Poconos area, as far as job-wise? It is resort base, it's your manager. Of course, you can make a decent living there. What would you guys doing out there for a living?
I'm an author. I'm a designer. I'm self-employed. But I did the commute. Full-time. Yeah, but I did the commute for about 8 years back and forth to New York City. I used to work for the post office. Yeah, so that was, that became a little tiring. So I decided to, put my writing career, in the front burner and just, go for that.
So what's the deal? So they wouldn't let you transfer your job from one post office to the next?
That was kind of difficult. They always say it's easy to transfer, but when you go for it, it's always those roadblocks that stop you from doing it. And, I just decided writing would be something that I enjoy doing, and I believe if I'm going to work, I want to do something that I love to do.
That's right.
Work to make me rich and not everyone else.
That's right. And I'm going to tell you, my wife and I visited the Poconos, and we really did love it. My daughter was, I think, just turned 2. We felt comfortable enough to let her stay with her sister, and we just had a wonderful time out there. I think it was around, it was our anniversary, so it had to have been April. It had to have been April. and we had a fantastic time. But she does not like to drive out there. She said those mountains would just scare her too much. So I didn't have no help once I got out of Maryland. You know, it was just all
when you get
on
out
me.
here, definitely. When you get out here, I mean, it's beautiful. The scenery is beautiful. The trees, the colors, everything. But when you're driving here at night, if you're not used to it, it's really dark on the road, so it scares a lot of people.
Yes. Whew, man, it was foggy, I think, when he was driving. Yeah, but I love it, though. Beautiful. You're so blessed, so blessed. All right. Now, you're pushing Harlem's Days out. So how's things going? I mean, are you looking forward to, are you going to do the book festivals? Are you going to get back up to New York and just tear it up? Because I know they got a lot of stuff planned weekend after weekend. What are your plans for promotion?
Well, basically, like you said, I'm going to try to hit some of those book festivals out there. I'm going to do a little bit of smaller signings, like at some local churches in Harlem. I'm going to try to get out there and get into the libraries. And, you know, it's a little late for the school year because I was thinking of trying to get into the schools and promote in the schools. But being that this is the end of the school year, you know, I'm pretty much going to push that off until September. But right now I'm just going to try to get anything in local, anything out in the streets to get my name out there and share the book with everyone because I think it's a great book for little children.
That's right. And since you're promoting, you know, the parents, you know, how would you go about that? What's the marketing strategy for promoting? Because I know moms, I mean, do they really have time to be on the internet? I mean, I'm not sure. You know, everybody's having a good time with their smartphones. But what mom would like this book? What's the age range for this book?
Well, I would say me pretty much like between the ages of 9 and under. And I've been promoting it hard to those ages and even for babies because, you know, I was always the kind of mom that read to my baby. So I felt like, you know, what happened to that? Let's bring it back to the old school where we used to read to our children at night, read them a book, you know, before we tuck them in and, you know, promote books. And I know a lot of books nowadays are on, like, the Kindles and stuff like that. And I'm actually working on getting mine on Kindle. But right now, a good old-fashioned paperback, you know, sit down with your kid, bonding time, and read to your child. And I will say my book is kind of targeted towards all children, all races. Harlem is a mixed-race child. She's named Harlem because I'm from Harlem, and I wanted to keep a piece of Harlem with me, and that's why I decided to name my book, you know, Harlem's Day Out. And basically I want children to be able to open up a book and relate to the character that they see behind the pages. You know, on each page, look at it and say, well, she looks like me. She has hair like me. She's from, you know, a neighborhood like I came from. You know, that kind of thing. Yes.
Cute little baby. Now, who did your artwork for you?
Okay, the guy who did my artwork, he's a very good friend's son. So I have a friend that I kind of met, you know, some years back. We're like sisters. And her son, you know, I watched him basically grow up, and he's now in his early 20s. And I was looking for an illustrator, and I put it out there on Facebook. And she kind of contacted me and was like, oh, well, you know, my son draws. His name is Nashawn. So Nashawn LeMay is his name. And she contacted me, told me he draws. I told him the concept of my book. I sent him the script. He showed me what he could do, and we went forward from there.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he's really good.
Like that.
He's really good. And for a young guy, you know, he's in his early 20s, and he's doing his thing as far as his artwork is concerned.
That's right. Now, your book is in a paperback form.
Yes.
And I just had the size, and then the size is, so that book is a pretty big book. That book is what, 11 by?
It's actually, 9 by 11? Something like that, 9 by 11 or... Yeah, something around that.
11 by 8.5. Okay, It's a pretty big book.
Yeah.
And 24 pages. Full color on the inside? Is it full color on the inside?
On the inside, full color, yes.
Wow. Now, you know, I used to be in business like this. My company used to actually help people like you who were, you know, people who were self-publishing. And we would help them put these books in production. And, man, I remember what the cost was to print these things. And that's why children's books are not cheap.
Yeah, you know, not at all. But, it's pretty affordable.
Yeah, yours priced really nice. I've seen some books that was priced way higher than that. I was surprised when I saw that price. I was like, whoa.
I think I'm at a very affordable price, and that's also because, you know, you want to be affordable so that the parents can purchase and, you know, support you.
That's right. But the one thing I like about children books, they stay around for a really long time, especially when they're in a hardback. Now, you said your book is a paperback?
Yes, it is. It's a soft-cover book, but it's real good quality. So, it's not a flimsy book or anything like that. Really good quality.
And parents are pretty good about protecting, things that kids can destroy nowadays. Because they're going to put it in their mouth and all.
Yeah, because I wanted to push for the hardcover, but then I would have had to, boost up the price, and I really wanted it to be more affordable for the people.
Okay. Now, who's your publisher?
Who is my publisher? I'm working with CreateSpace, and that's where I, go through, with my books. That's my printing and stuff like that. Yeah.
So basically, CreateSpace is one of those companies that help you with your editing and right. So they help you with. So they do offer other service like marketing stuff like that. Well, I never heard of them, but it's good for people to know there's another company out there. So if they're not comfortable with the one they're with, then they can try this one out. Okay. And you released the book in April?
Yes.
All right. So it's new. Just hitting the.
Just hitting the streets, really, yeah.
That's right. Now, are you looking to put it in any bookstores where people can walk in? I know in New York we still have bookstores.
Well, yeah, my intentions are to get them out in the bookstores, but that's a lot of footwork, so I'm going to be heading, out into the streets and going to meet the people and talk to the people. But right now it's on Amazon.com. It's on Barnes & Noble's online. It's on Book A Million, and it's on CreateSpace.
All right.
As well as my boutique, my Busy Bee Boutique website.
That's right. They can go right out there and get it. Now, everything is priced the same. It's no different than any prices. I think they're priced the same on your website and Amazon.
Well, the prices actually do vary. It goes from the lowest price of $10 per book to the highest. I think I saw it on one of the sites because some of the sites, they change up the prices. So one of the sites, I think it's maybe $13.99. So between
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Amazon's selling it for $13.49. Okay. Okay, you have your illustrator name on there. That's nice. So you have some reviews out there. Did you see your reviews?
I've seen a few reviews out there, and I have a few more people that just purchased the book, and they promised to put that review out there, and, a lot of word of mouth, and I'm just, praying that, it takes me, to the streets, and people start to know who I am and, see my work and read my books,
You need those reviews. So
definitely.
Charnel, she placed one out there. So her grandson loves the book.
Yeah, she put a picture of her grandson up on Facebook holding the book, and it was a very great promotional item for me. It got a lot of attention. Her grandson is gorgeous.
All right, so let me read a couple of them real quick. Okay, we have Charnel Williams. Her review says, "What a great children's book. I read it to my grandson, and I think he was reading it to me. Please tell everyone about Harlem Day Out." All right, and then you have Erica Billinger. And she said, "What an awesome book. I'm grateful to have a book written about a life and growing up in my hometown. I must have children's books no matter where you're from. I must have children's book." Wow. That's incredible. And of course, you got 5 stars.
Aww.
And then you got another 5-star from an Amazon customer with their little code name. And they say, "Great book for small children. Easy read. My grandson truly enjoyed it. The pictures are beautiful. I think every parent and small children should invest the small cost to help enlighten your child and teach them to be proud of who they are." That's empowering.
Definitely. I appreciate those reviews.
Yes, and then you got another happy customer. "This is such a cute book for small children. They will be anxious to see what's next in Harlem's busy day. Pictures are adorable as well." 5 stars.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support.
Man, yes. Wow, that is fantastic. Man, very inspiring. Very inspiring. All right, so you said you're going to do another one. So what's the name of the next project?
Well, my next book that I am working on now is called Kinky Curly Me, and it tells a little bit about Harlem and her acceptance of, basically accepting herself for who she is. She has a little thing where she starts to get to that age where she's comparing herself to others, and she wants her hair to look like this person's hair, or how come, I can't be like this person. So it's about accepting yourself for who you are.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's my question. Children. I know they just children. And my daughter, she's 13, about to turn 14. Maybe you can explain this. Now, when we was having a hard time with that hair, because our hair is really thick, it grows out, wild. My wife was, no chemicals. And then that, she was like, why my hair can't be soft like the other little girls? So my wife said, well, we wait a little longer and we get you a perm. Okay. Now she got the perm, her hair's straight, nice and soft, and she can wear it the way she wants. She likes to wear it up tight because she dances and takes taekwondo. Now she's saying she want to go natural. So what's the deal? My wife's like, we don't want to fight with that stuff again. You go wait till you go to college and you can deal with it on your own.
But I mean, us as girls, I think we go through that phase when we're younger. It's like, you see the other girls with straighter hair, better texture hair. In our opinion, it's better texture. But honestly, African American hair or mixed hair, it's actually a good quality of hair. You just have to learn how to take care of it. I've been through that myself. I've been permed all my life, basically, since, like early teenage years. And I went back to being natural like 4 years ago. So, you learn to accept it and you go through those phases. And, now you said 13 years old and she's ready to go back to being natural again?
Yep, that's what she wants. But we're gonna wait till she graduate out of high school because she's gonna be in a performance arts program as a dancer.
Beautiful.
And she just don't remember how thick that stuff is. My wife used to spend like a really long time, because she couldn't do it at night. She had to wait till the morning, to do it. And then we have to be out on the bus stop by 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, but see, the thing about that thick natural hair, because I have it as well, you look at the different YouTube videos, and there's so many different blogs and videos that teach you how to handle and manage and maintain your hair. And it becomes easier. It really does. So, I mean, I feel like, encourage her. Keep that in front of her. There's nothing wrong with being natural and having thick hair.
That's right. And I think that's where she's been checking out, because I saw some of them. I seen some authors. I was looking at some authors that I had on my show years ago, and I noticed they changed their hairstyle up. They went to curly, natural hair, and they were showing the different strategies of maintaining it and, how to handle it, because of course after you wash it, it's going to take it about 2 or 3 days before it start being under control. Yeah. And these girls were showing some of the shortcuts to controlling it.
Definitely.
So, and she don't remember all of that. See, that's what she forgot.
Well, I just went and got mine straightened out today. Normally it's in my little curls and it's curly, and I wear my curly hair, and I just went out today and straightened it, got it, blown out. And, you see the very, differences that we can do with our hair. It goes from curly to straight, just like it looks like it's a perm, but it's not a perm.
That's right. Well, we're going to see what happens when she has that choice when she gets to college. We're going to see what happens.
Then that's going to be a trying time because she's going to be so busy trying to study and do what she needs to do. She may not even have time to maintain her hair. But, it's a lot of help out there.
Yeah, it is. But she definitely has the hair that'll lock up really nice, But, everybody can't do that, though. But I appreciate your advice.
No
and again,
problem.
ladies and gentlemen, it's Harlem Day Out. That's Vanessa Santiago-Jerman. She's pushing this book. She's up in the Poconos. You can find her in New York. She has the Converse series out. Check out her photo gallery on busybbeeboutique.webs.com. This interview is gonna be floating all over the place.
I think you're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah, we saw. And also, tell us about the blog. I mean, what are you doing with the blog?
Well, I'm writing. I love to write. Let's just say that. I love writing. So I have a little blog. It's called sheuplifts.blogspot.com, and I basically just talk about whatever's on my mind. It could be, anything from life to relationships to friendships to, being trustworthy. And I just started it maybe last month as well, and I just want to get out there and write, and it just keeps me busy as a writer. And maybe I write in it once or twice a week, and I look for feedback, but it's pretty new, so I got to kind of get some more followers out there. So if anybody's listening, sheuplifts.blogspot.com, check it out, follow me, and hopefully I can get some feedback. Yeah.
Okay, so they can't get to it from Busy Bee Boutique then?
No, it's not linked up there yet, but it will be.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. All right. Well, before we go, is there anything you'd like to say to anybody who's interested in becoming a children's book author, or we'll get into retail, or now they call it e-tail.
E-tail.
E-tailing. That's right. You're an e-tailer. So,
well,
any
like I
advice
always
to
tell
anybody?
everyone, if you have a dream, just follow it, go for it. Never listen to the naysayers. You know, a lot of people tell me I do a lot. Well, you do too much. You need to concentrate or focus on one thing. And I always say, well, who are they to tell me that? You know, if I have the potential to do more, then I will do more. And, I feel like if there's something that you want to do, you go for it and you reach for it, because you don't want to live a life, in regret, saying, well, what if, or this, what it could have been.
I know, because believe me, I was fighting with this since 2011 to come back to podcasting that long. Finally, then it happened December 2013. Jerry's back. Whoa, that was great.
Well, I am grateful for you to be back, Jerry, because then I wouldn't have never met you if you didn't come back.
That's right, and we hope to run into you, because I'm sure eventually I'm going to have this on the road, hitting up some of these book festivals. I know I hear the one up in Harlem is like one of the best on the East Coast, so I'm sure, we'll run into each other someday, since you talk about doing an 8 to 11 book series.
Yes, definitely. Working on trying to get at least 2 of the books out each year until the series is complete, and then I'm working on some other books as well.
Amen. Sounds good to me. All right, everybody. So that's Vanessa Santiago-German, and her book is The Busy Bee Boutique. Her website is busybeeboutique.webs.com, and she has a little, the Welcome to the Busy Bee Boutique in Vanessa's Children's Village.
Yes.
I like that.
Thank you.
I love that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about the Book Divas on tour. Check out their Facebook page and find out where they are next. They're looking for you at their next book signing. And this is PositivePower21.org with Jerry-Royce. Take care, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Good night.
Yo, good night. That's a wrap. Come on, music. Thank you for tuning in to the Positive Power 21 Network. Team 21 would like to thank you all for tuning in, and please spread the word and tell a friend. This is Jerry-Royce at Positive Power 21, where we get our positive on.
PositivePower21.org, Internet Radio.
That's all right.